So first of all, let's go ahead and set context again. Prime Services Catalog is a core component that really leverages a number of different things beneath it. Now, when we're setting these different capabilities and we're setting the services, this is all going to be done within Prime Services Catalog itself. So it's actually defined as part of that top bucket there. So I just want to make sure we're talking about the right things and that you guys have a good understanding of where we're at. So the first thing we need to do when we're configuring a service in Prime Service Catalog. So Prime Service Catalog is really designed as that self-service portal. So the intent of it is to be very easy to be able to order new services and for end users to be able to leverage. In addition, Prime Service Catalog has a wide range of services it supports. It's not just about IT and data center stuff. It can be about platform applications, cloud applications, devices, any number of things. In addition, the back end of this thing consists of multiple tools. They're going to be able to help to manage provisioning and life cycles of these services items in the catalog. That's where we start getting into the actual service designer itself. This is the tool that you're going to use to create new services that can be offered to the end user through the portal. So the service designer is something that is going to be a pretty important piece when you're building new services. As we mentioned before in previous lessons, there's a lot of things that are already pre-configured and ready to go, but ultimately you're going to have to do some configuration to be able to add new services in there. As a CCNA and really that level of operations that you're going to be talking about, maybe you're not doing this type of design, but you need to understand how it works, at least at a conceptual level. Now let's go ahead and demo the Services Designer component. Now, when you look at the Services Catalog, this is the view that you're typically presented to when you're an end user in the organization. You've got the ability to be able to pick many different items here. All of this stuff is configurable though. And in order to be able to build these out and figure out what services you're going to be offering, you have to take the items that you create as part of the catalog and then you have to package them up as services. And that's all done through the Services Designer module. So first thing we need to do is we're logged in here as admin, and we need to go over here to switch the module that we're working on to the Service Designer module. And then that's going to take us to the section where we can go in and actually configure those different components. So as you can see, there's a lot of different pieces here that that you can configure. So all of the different icons for the services are available here. You've got all the different components that provide the definitions. You've got different display categories of where you're going to put the different items. So this is kind of a top-down view of the different services we're offering. So as you can see here, you've got your private cloud infrastructure as a service group, which from the front, when you remember the catalog itself, you saw these different components. You have the unified communications piece, the BYOD component. All these were offerings that we had within the services catalog. So when we go to the presentation portion, what this will do is this will actually show you all the different icons. So this is how you'll actually be able to go in and configure different components. So say, for example, you want to go to being able to have a description of the items here, the installing of the UCS Director service, or if you wanted to have another service that you want to have a different image for, you can actually configure all of that here. So here's that three-tier the three-tier service that we offered. And this is showing you the different images. So if I want to make a change to that image and how I'm displaying it in the front end of the catalog, I can just change that image here. So I can select it and I can import a new image if I choose to. So that's where you would make those changes. You can also provide some text so that you can create a very descriptive view of that particular item. So it's very flexible in how you'll actually drive it. Now, there's other aspects of the Service Designer that gets into being able to create, different forms where you can have different events triggered based on the selections. You can even go in as far as having JavaScript created to be able to go in and make some customized activities or customize portlets and modules. It's very, very flexible. All of these components allow you to be able to create a front-end portal that is absolutely tailored directly to your workflow in the way that your organization is operating. But just wanted to show you some of these components again, because being able to understand what these different pieces do is an important part of being able to successfully pass the CCNA exam.